Alright guys, we are back here with round 1 on the play. Definitely gonna play first with this deck. It's a close call. I think I might have to mulligan, actually. Yeah, I mean, even if we get the gremlins out, it's not a ton. I don't want to see something more playable early on with this deck here. That's not great either, but I don't want to go down to 5. I'm probably going to keep this and really hope we get a red mana soon. There it is. Beautiful. Did get some, or one comment about kind of removing the preview plane. I don't know, some reason I like it. I've always played with it. Not that I really kind of need to remind myself much, but I don't know, I'm just kind of used to it. It's comforting almost. And I made it a little smaller, put it aside. I shouldn't get in the way too much. So hopefully it doesn't bother anyone. But let me know if it does. That's a more common opinion. I'll definitely stop using that when I broadcast or when I stream. Alright, Motors, let's hope for some good scry cards. Wayward Giant, we don't have the mana for it. Let's put it on the bottom, and let's leave the Helix on top. Could definitely end up with the target for that next turn. Though it's a little risky. We do want some mana to get that Angel out. Though in our deck, 4 mana should be enough to do most of what we need to besides that Angel. There's a target for the Helix for sure. Actually, could just use the Built to smash a few blocks. Nah, let's get the damage in. The hope with the boards that we have now is get a Sky Skip or something soon. We can just start pounding away along with that Built to smash to put extra damage through on any artifact creature. But I also don't mind eating out one of his creatures by using the Built to smash as well. A little slow here. Let's see if he's mana screwed or just moving a little slowly. So black-green would suggest big creatures. Maybe we want to hold back our Revoke privileges if we don't need to use it early. But obviously it'll depend a lot on what we draw, what he plays. Let's see, let's make a move, buddy. It's going to be a little awkward having that Angel in hand, and only 3 cards in hand too. But hopefully, I don't know, what are good draws here? Maybe just more 3-drops. Alright, live fast. I'm fine with that. Really suggest we just want to get his life total down as fast as possible. Let's see if we can do it. Yeah, couriers are a nice start for that for sure. You could definitely see yourselves using courier's mana ability this game. Alright, down to 11. Courier's also a really nice target for that Built to smash. At least forcing a trade when the opponent thinks we're just letting him get eaten up. Interesting no play here. Probably has a response. He's got 4 mana up. Nothing obvious comes to mind except maybe his own Pyro Helix or something like that. I mean, we only got one option anyway, so let's swing. Welding Sparks. It's only 3. This is going to work out very nicely. Just like that, he's down to 4. With the Revoke in hand, we're looking good, but still don't have any mana, so hopefully it doesn't have something with Fabricate. Otherwise, we should be in decent shape. Let's see. That's a good card, for sure. But we still got that courier out. Ooh, that pairs nicely too. Could use it now. It might even be the safer bet, seeing as we have a Revoke. I'm not going to do it. Let's leave that up in case he has removal. Not to mention, 3 cards. It's already at a point where we could think about using his ability. Okay, nothing there. Bodes well for being able to revoke something. Only going to be able to play 1 creature, probably, if any. What's he got? Should get the stack visible. Oh, yeah. Sure. So if we draw what? If we draw a white mana, it's over. Or if we draw any mana, it's over. If we don't, we can at least eat that creature. Alright, beautiful. Yeah, so even without drawing out that nicely and mulliganing, came out with a nice win. So our aggressive deck did what it needed to. So let's see. Anything we want to think about for sideboard? What do we see? Some good removal. But no creature that's too intimidating. I think we're gonna probably leave it as is, but let's take a look. Didn't see any targets for, should sort this out a bit, possible sideboard cards. Didn't see any targets for the Puzzle Knot. Definitely not gonna go to the Whirler Maker in this set, too slow. Could do the Giant Spectacle. He didn't have a lot of quick options to block, and that might be enough to really make a big difference. Build Smash is looking good too. I'm probably not going to sideboard it in on the draw though. Nothing for the Fragmentize. I think we're going to leave it. Let's see. I mean, the Angel doesn't seem good in our deck, but I don't really want to side it out. It can definitely help, and I don't know if it can help, but it doesn't hurt to have a top end of our curve either. Let's keep it. Alright, much better starting hand. Love the Skiff and the Motors both in the start. Not sure the best order though. I like the Motors early, you get the Scries. But obviously normally vehicles early is nice because you can start attacking those quickly. Let's see if he has a turn 2 play before we decide. Okay, so he's got a blocker or an attacker. I mean, either way the Motors isn't getting through. 2 Sky Skiffs, not the most useful. Let's play a Sky Skiff, then we can get the Artisan out next turn, and have a blocker as well as the Sky Skiff attacking. Let's see, I think he normally played mana before attacking. He could be mana screwed. And he is, so that should probably change our decision a bit, I think. Well, I mean, I think it means we don't have to worry about getting outraced. So let's just try to play for value, and start swinging with the Sky Skiff. Next turn we'll have 4 mana up, so we can play the Motors and the Sky Skiff, which would be nice. Though we could just do the Pioneer as well. It would be an interesting decision. Alright, still no 3rd land. Doomed Operative is a pretty good card, but without the artifact, it's just a normal bear. Is he hit with the Rats? He's considering it. I think it'd be pretty dumb, seeing as you saw how fast our deck is. Yeah, I feel like that's got to be a bad play, but who knows? You might have a lot of good 2-drops coming. Alright, so it's a good draw, but not something we're going to do now. Let's get the Scries out so we kind of have an idea what's coming up before we choose our attacks. I'm tempted to just put them both on top. We have plenty of plays next turn anyway. And the Angel, if he doesn't draw land soon, it'll just be too much to deal with. Let's just put them both on top. Does the order matter? No, not with the cards in hand. Let's make sure. Let's see. The question is, do I want to give it the +1/+1? think I do. I don't see myself blocking with the Motorist. And like I said, I don't see us losing a race to this guy. I could be too optimistic, but let's see. I bet he just blocks or trades here, yeah. And then it's just the Rats again with 2 mana up and no energy, so we're looking good. I mean, definitely unfortunate to get mana screwed. But I'm not complaining. I'm on a losing streak. I could use a win here. Alright, he's got his 3rd mana. Staying back. So options here would be to either play the Pioneer and crew with it, or don't, so I can leave the Welding Sparks up. I think I'm going to leave the Welding Sparks up. It's tempting to keep crewing with the Motorist and getting that +1/+1. But I'd rather just swing. I don't mind a trade, honestly. As long as he doesn't have cards he can play, I think we should just keep going all out. Yeah, I could leave the Sparks back and just eat anything he, just kill anything he brings out, but I'm gonna just try to get as much on the board as we can while he's still mana screwed. Yeah, so no 3-drops either. That's unfortunate. I wonder what he kept. Maybe 2 lands in hand and just hasn't drawn a single one. Alright, so yeah, we're in good shape. I think the easy play is swing and then Angel the Pioneer, blink the Pioneer back with the Angel. No board wipes with black I have to be worried about, right? No. I think I'm actually going to take the counter. Almost never do with the Pioneer, but we got enough servos out. He doesn't have a response this game. Okay, he's got a 2nd color, so might go on a little bit longer. Welding Sparks in hand makes me not worried about much, especially with 3 artifacts already out there and another one I could bring out next turn. So that's 7 damage. Alright, it's one of the better options you could possibly have, but shouldn't be enough. I think I'm gonna leave the Sparks back. Is that too selfish? Oh, well, that makes her decision easy. Alright, yeah, so it worked out nicely. I got lucky against his mana, but we had a good curve anyway. It would have been hard to stop. I think with his deck, he didn't seem like he had much that could kind of beat us for pace, and once we got the Angel out, it was pretty much game over. So that worked out well. I'll see you guys for round 2 in just a little bit.